Christmas is one of the most beautiful, wonderful times of the year when we celebrate with family and friends we love. Waking up Christmas morning, excited to see what we got as a gift from someone and excited to see the reaction of people we gave presents to. The moment we open the gift, we feel happy because we are flattered to be appreciated and loved by someone, but we don't know how much it costs or if it was a challenge financially to get that Christmas gift, especially that special gift for that someone special we love. Della counted pennies. They only add up to $1.87, and the next day would be Christmas. Della cried, realizing she did not have $20 to buy a Christmas present for her husband. She wiped her tears away and stood by the window watching a gray cat walking by. The next day was Christmas. She did not nearly have enough money to buy Jim a present. She had been saving every penny for the past few months. $20 a week coming in doesn't go far. Expenses had been greater than she had calculated. Only $1.87 to buy a present for Jim. There was a mirror between the windows of the room. The image was not very clear after hanging that place on the wall for many years. Della had to jump back and forth to get an idea how she looked. Della was a thin, attractive woman. She spun around loose in her hair, so it fell below her knees. Her eyes sparkled, making her face seem pale in comparison. James Dillingham Youngs treasured two things in his life. One was a gold watch handed down from his grandfather to his father, and now to him. The other thing was Della's hair. Jim was proud of his watch. To him it was more valuable than any collection of magnificent jewels in a king's palace. He carried it constantly, not only for special occasions. Della's beautiful hair swept around her like a luxurious cape. It seemed to come alive as she moved and walked like it was an essential part of her. Her happiness was interrupted by the sad thought of not having a present for Jim. On the most joyful of holidays, she put her hair up and went out to see what she could do. She stopped by the sign Madame Saufronier. Hair goods is all kinds. Della ran up a flight of stairs and encountered Mademoiselle Saufronier. "Will you buy my hair?" asked Della. "I buy hair," said Madame. "Take your hat off and let's have a sight at the looks of it." The hair flowed down. $20, said Madame. "Give it to me quick," said Della. Della searched store after store, then she found it. A chain to dangle Jim's watch. It seemed like someone had Jim in mind when they made it. She found it at last. It surely had been made especially for Jim. It cost $21, and she took the 87-cent change and rushed home. Della tried to damage control and severely cut hair. A curling iron did its work. She looked at herself carefully in the mirror and was not happy. What will Jim think? He'll probably make fun of me if he doesn't become angry because of how much he loved my long hair. But I'll tell him why I did it, and when he sees the present, he'll be glad. Anyway, I couldn't buy anything with $1.87. Jim came into the house. He looked shocked seeing his wife with a head full of tiny curls. Della did not know what to say. He looked particularly pathetic in his old bean coat without gloves, and his hands nearly blue. Della was fearful of the way Jim was looking at her. She moved toward and began to explain what happened, saying there was an expression in them that she could not read, and it terrified her. "Jim, darling," she cried, "don't look at me that way. I had my hair cut off and solely because I couldn't have lived through Christmas without giving you a present. You won't mind, will you? I just had to give you a present. My hair grows back fast. I couldn't have lived through Christmas without giving you a present. You don't know what a nice gift I've got for you." "You cut off your hair?" asked Jim. "Cut off and sold it," said Della. "Don't you like me just as well, anyhow? I'm without my hair, ain't I?" "You say your hair is gone," he said. "Sold and gone. It went for you." Jim took a package from his coat pocket and gave it to Della. "Don't make any mistake, Dell," he said, "about me. I don't think there's anything in the way of a haircut or a shave or a shampoo that can make me like my girl any less." Della opened the package and began to cry as she saw something that she had yearned for, a magnificent set of tortoiseshell, bejeweled hair combs. She jumped and embraced him. "My hair grows so fast, Jim." She then gave Jim her gift to him. As he looked at the watch chain, he smiled and said, "I sold the watch to get the money to buy your combs." These two people followed the tradition the first gift givers on Christmas were the Magi. The Magi were wise men, so they gave wise gifts. Jim and Dell gave the wisest gifts also. No matter how hard it can be to buy a Christmas present for someone you love, the most important gift that money cannot buy is love.